Alright, garden tour. Starting with my storage, got a bunch of buckets from work because we go through a lot of buckets. I leave them out to collect rainwater and they have become very useful. I got this one for collecting compost. I'll show you the composter on the other side of the yard. Here's a lot of my building materials for raised beds. Here's our cilantro that's doing well. Here's one of the first raised beds that I built. Haven't got anything sprouted yet, but it'll be here. I just put some spinach seeds in here and some daikon radish. They're just egg trays that I'm using as seed trays. I get this one from Lowe's. It's kind of nice. We sell a lot of little potted plants at work, so I got some there. Here's a parsley. This one's a basil. Here's a thyme. Holy basil. This one's a dill. This one's really cool because it's ginger that we're growing from ginger that we got at the store. Let's see. So this is actually a fire pit, but I'm using it as a raised bed. So it's basically the same thing. I had my peppers in here, but I moved them over to a new raised bed that I've built for them specifically. So right now I've got some sunflowers growing in here. In this one I got eggplant, pickling cucumber, zucchini. Over here I've got some Carolina Reapers. This is a cayenne. These are cayenne. And these are going to be beans. Here's the pumpkin patch. So this one is small sugar pumpkin. These ones are going to be Big Mac pumpkins. You're probably wondering, this is a very small raised bed. What are you going to do when the big pumpkins are growing? My plan is to kind of have them sprawling out of the bed. We'll see how well that works. But I'm still excited that they're coming. We got one of my tomato plants that is doing a lot better than it used to. It was kind of dying off, but now it's doing great. Got one that's ready to go. So here's the pepper bed that I just finished yesterday. These are green bell peppers. This sorry specimen is a yellow bell peppers that have been moved several times and they were kind of dying, but we'll see if they'd make it. These are Anaheim peppers. I got this one from the store too. These are both jalapenos. They're doing pretty good. Here's a serrano pepper, which is really going nuts. We got some that'll be turning red soon. These are some of the cayenne that I planted from seed. And over here I got a ghost pepper, which we've also had for a while, so I don't know if it's gonna bounce back, especially after being moved. Mm-hmm. And here is another Carolina Reaper. I got this one from Lowe's. It's pretty healthy, so I think it's going to do just fine. I have an open spot that I want to use for habanero peppers. I ordered some seeds online for that. And then over here is a raised bed that I repurposed from the Zen garden we had for a while. And we got tomatoes, corn, and just alternating tomatoes, corn. And then right here is a Roma tomato that I want to split into multiple plants when it's bigger and fill out the rest of this bed. Here's my roses that sadly I killed because they don't do well in this climate. So it's a sad story. I'm bummed, but anyway, here we have our lemons and limes, which I'm super excited about growing because I've always wanted lemon and lime. So they're coming along. And we got the strawberry patch over here, which is going gangbusters. We'll have hella strawberries soon. Let's see. This one's kind of small, but it's doing better than it was. And we got, this is a Spanish lavender, and these are a bunch of different mint plants. Let's start over here. So this one's a spearmint, peppermint. This one is a chocolate mint. This one's called pineapple mint, which I had never heard of previously. And this one is a mojito mint, which I had also never heard of. But when you combine all the leaves together, it's like a really very smooth, minty drink. It's pretty great. And I think the last thing that we got going on is the blackberries, which we planted some years ago now, so they have had plenty of time to get their roots down and mature, especially in the crappy soil. And certainly because I haven't been giving them too much attention. But they're doing a lot better now. My plan is to get them to grow up this trellis, and then once they're like really big, I want to replace this trellis with like an arch trellis, and then have it like going over the walkway. That's the dream. I don't know if it'll ever get there. And I mentioned the composter, so I got the composter right here, and it's just a bunch of plant debris that I'm kitchen scraps and plant debris and like cardboard and stuff that's breaking down gradually. It's got a very earthy smell, and eventually that'll be a really good homegrown mulch. And I think that's it. I have a little cactus garden that I didn't mention. Succulents and cactuses. This one will get really big at some point, and sometimes it'll bloom with, I think, what does it say? Yeah, it'll have a big flower sometimes. So that'll be fun. Anyway, that's the tour. Oh, I haven't shown you the stuff inside. So I got another carnivorous plant here, and I'm trying out some cilantro inside. Here's a Venus flytrap that I've killed. And my tea plant. And here is our bonsai. And this one's a lucky bamboo.